Welcome to the Late Night with Bobby Tyler show. I'm your host, Bobby Tyler. Today we have on Peter Falcon Assing in the studio live. Welcome to the show. How you doing, man?
I am doing great, brother, and I appreciate the opportunity to be in your show.
Oh no, you are the one that's appreciated, man. This show's all about you, and I'm just the host. Yes, sir. So welcome. We're up here in the Napa Valley, Cali. Where are you at right now, today?
I am in Hollywood, California, brother.
Nice. That's the place to be. I think Ronnie's down there too, right?
Yes, he's in the San Fernando Valley. That's a couple of miles from me.
Right on. Let me hang on. I got a couple of questions for you. Now, what is it that you do down there in Hollywood, California?
I'm a production consultant. We are film. I'm not a financier myself, but some of the largest Hollywood producers, they come to us looking for money, and we refer them to the right financier, bank, or fund. We got film funding relationships all over the world.
Nice.
From Dubai to Hong Kong to Los Angeles, New York.
Nice. That's what I need. I got like 3 screenplays and only one that I'm pushing right now, And I got the Sizzler trailer shot on a budget, but it's about 11 minutes. It's a couple minutes over. I could edit it down on the Premiere Pro,
We'll be happy to give you a hand and offer you connections in casting, distribution, finance, and we can connect you with the best tech,
right,
credits, and the best crews in the United States and outside of the U.S.
Thank you. Yeah. Paramount Pictures said they'd add their label if if I do A, B, and C and such like that, and some of the same packaging you were talking about too, they would add as well,
You have
distribution,
our complete support, brother.
Distribution, everything like that. Thank you, man. So I got a couple of questions for you. Have you gotten any awards lately during the virus? Well, we do have some awards here at our show. We got the Tammy Awards. So, and the nominees are it looks like Ronnie Hudson and you, and the winner is you. It's Peter Falcon Assing, and we got the Tammy Awards. It stands for TAMMY, the Television Award for Musician of the Month, y'all. So anyway, accepting the award for Peter will be yes. So yeah. So how's your weather down there? How's the weather down there right now?
It's perfect, buddy.
Nice.
I'm about to go and grab a surfboard and go to the beach surfing, to be honest with you.
Sweet.
It's that good. Sweet,
man. Yeah, it started to rain here last night a little bit. We're about 500 miles north. Napa Valley, Cali, So I was going to ask you, who were your, role models and heroes? Who do you look up to, mentors when you were a kid coming up, Who'd you really, could be superhero, could be a real person, Who is your
I'll be honest with you. In music,
yes.
In music, my basic role model is John Coltrane.
Right. Nice.
Saxophone is Joel Train.
Right.
As far as superheroes, I had 2 superheroes. One was the Hulk.
Yeah.
And the other one was Captain America.
Nice.
I used to dream with being Captain America someday.
Nice. Yeah, I like that Hulk guy too. You also play saxophone, right?
Yes, I'm a professional saxophone player. I just did some sessions with some studio players, and the producer is Mikio Saki. He was the founder for the jazz fusion group Hiroshima. And then they brought some players that are recording sessions for the Rolling Stones, Aerosmith, Alicia Keys, and Celine Dion.
Nice. There's a guy, he lives up here in Napa. He works with Celine Dion like all the time. Terry Bradford, and he's here in Napa. He has a voice studio, and he runs the Napa Valley Orchestra or choir and stuff like that. He does duets with her quite a bit. Yeah. He got a big old afro, and from Florida, but he lives here in Napa now. Yeah.
Right.
I used to play every instrument, but the wind instruments I had a hard time with. I took trumpet in the early '60s in Southern California, and I got an F because I couldn't read music, but I was playing all the notes, and the guy said, "Well, that's amazing. You're playing all the notes, but you're not looking at the paper." I was playing by ear. I was trying to fool him, you know. So I flunked out. The wind instruments are hard.
You know what? Yes, but we got greats in music such as Jimi Hendrix,
The Beatles.
Alan Holdsworth.
The Beatles couldn't read music. Yeah, the Beatles
sold all the way to the top.
Yeah, the Beatles also made a couple bucks, and they couldn't read any music. Also left-handed.
None of the Beatles could read music.
No, and one of them was also left-handed, like Jimi Hendrix, like you were saying, you know. Got to string it upside down and backwards.
I worked with Jerry Goldstein, who was producer for Jimi Hendrix.
Nice.
A good friend of mine, and they're trying to put together they're blowing up a film they shot in 1969.
Cool.
It was called Jimi Hendrix's Last Experience. Nice. It was the first concert he played at the Royal Albert Hall.
Cool.
Trying to produce a holographic transfer of the film that is going to stay in the hearts of people for the next 200 years, brother.
Excellent. That'll be nice. I was about 12 years old back then when they were shooting that, so it's about time to get it out, right? Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah. And now with
this will really preserve.
Yes. I was gonna say, with the technology we have, we can make it look really slick and smooth, as better than it would have came out back then.
Totally. I just saw a test of the footage blown to 3D and IMAX, and that was to blow your mind away completely. I truly believe that Jimi Hendrix was probably the greatest performer in the last 60 years.
He was.
I mean, everybody loves the Beatles, and they love the Beatles and Elvis. But if you see him, buddy, he was basically making love to his guitar on stage in front of 15,000 people.
Right, and
it was incredible.
And he was.
Never seen somebody like.
He was one guy. He's one guy. He didn't have these real tight little four people like the Beatles that just gelled, you know, and helped each other. He's like one guy, and whoever backed him up, that's fine, you know, basically.
Yeah.
So he's like holding his own, you know.
Yes. And the band that was playing with him, that was like with Mitch Mitchell and Billy Cox, they just got to play and rehearse like 2 times, and they played in front of 15,000 people in Great Britain, and that made him a superstar, man.
Yeah.
It was totally incredible. People were going insane. I wish I could have been there.
He was a genius. I think he was out of, I know he's in Washington. I want to say Seattle. Might have been Spokane, but I think he's out of Seattle. Yeah,
Seattle.
Yeah.
They built a memorial for him it comes close to the Lincoln Memorial, and I think he deserves it, buddy.
Oh, yeah. He's like awesome. I mean, playing the guitar with your teeth. Who can do that? You know? And make it sound really good at the same time.
It's incredible.
Amazing.
You know what? And the Jerry Goldstein documentary is even better than that. He was making love and with his guitar on stage in front of 15,000 people.
Right. I think he lit one on.
Doesn't get any better than that.
I think he lit one on fire one time too. Didn't he start that guitar?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought he was the guy that started that thing, right?
And this was the first time that he's taking like bombs and helicopter sounds. People have never seen anything like this. They were completely tripping out.
Right.
No one ever saw a performer like Jimi Hendrix. I'm not taking credit away from the Beatles, from the Beatles, but it was something completely new.
Well, he was like as great, if not greater than, and he was only a quarter of the members of the, like one guy. So he's actually 4 times better than they were, basically.
Yes.
And we'd like to get them. We'd like to get the remaining Beatles on the show eventually, as well. But yeah.
That'll be great.
I don't play too many wind instruments. Harmonica's easy because you don't have.
Sounds awesome, bro.
That brass though is rough. I mean, saxophone, that must be hard, to learn when you're coming up.
I love playing the saxophone. I couldn't live a normal life without it.
You know what? Women, all the girls, they love the saxophone players. That's the thing they like the most. I mean, they like music and they like musicians, but number one, they like the saxophone. That's what I heard. Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's true, buddy.
I thought so. That's what
Very truthful what you're saying.
That's what they tell me. They go, wow. They say they just like saxophone players, and I'm like, man, it's too hard for me to learn. You can't teach an old dog. No, you can teach old dog new tricks. You just got to go YouTube tutorial and learn.
If you want to play the saxophone, we can get together and practice, brother. I'll be glad to practice with you, friend.
That's the ticket. Thanks, man. You are appreciated. Now is the time anybody out there wants to learn anything. Go on YouTube tutorial too. And you can pick up an instrument or do something. And we're going to entertain you guys while you're on lockdown. Anybody's on quarantine. Let's go out worldwide. We'll have this out. It won't be on TV for a long time. But, because the programming's all locked in. But it will be on LinkedIn, Google, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. All that within about an hour. I'll compress it and upload it worldwide. Yeah.
Great. I'm here for you. Let's talk soon.
Yes, sir. I think Ronnie did a show the other day. Ronnie Hudson, multi-platinum artist, and he got already about 76 views already. But one of his got like a couple thousand. Doesn't take long, So once I compress it, upload it, push it out there. You got any like websites or emails or anything or Facebook or anything you want to promote that you want people to know about?
Well, not at the moment because basically session saxophone player and I'm a production consultant and producer. But the issue is this: in the business of finance, I cannot advertise.
That's
because
true.
People will think I'm a Fruit Loop, which I am. I don't let them know.
Yeah. I want to get some Fruity Loops here in the recording studio so I can make some beats. I'm putting out some songs out here in the booth every day now because, this is the time to do it. If you're creative people, make some music, such like that. Yeah. So.
Hey, if you ever want to put a band together, man, call me and I'm in your band.
Right on. Yeah, you were saying, what was that?
I'll be your saxophone player.
Nice. You were saying, what was that about that group? What was it? Otis something, with...
Yes, Ronnie Hudson and I, we used to play at Lucky Otis All-Star. And Lucky Otis is the son of Shuggy Otis, who was the bass player for Frank Zappa.
Nice.
Mother is Mercy Peters, who was a member of the GTOs. Also a band produced by Frank Zappa.
GTOs, yeah. And Frank Zappa, he's from down in Southern California. He was from down there too, down that way. He was in the Valley, I think. He produced that Valley Girls.
Yes, he lived in the San Fernando Valley.
He produced that.
Lucky is very good friends with his daughter.
His daughter.
Moon Zappa.
Yeah, Moon Unit, and she produced.
Lucky Otis All-Stars.
He produced that Valley Girl song with her back in like 81,
Yes.
Yeah. He's a genius,
Very successful. Very successful. And some of Zappa's top players were playing with us and Ronnie, including the great Willis. who was later on called by the Zappa organization to be the substitute for Alan Holdsworth, who they say it may be probably the greatest guitarist in the last 100 years.
Nice. Yeah, and that Ronnie Hudson's no slouch either. He got the best bass player in the world. You know, he's you know what I mean? The best on his business card says voted best bass player in the world. Not bad, right?
So he won a Grammy, right?
He got a Grammy. I got his business card. It has all his awards on it and everything like listed. And he got multi-platinum record writer, artist. I know Stax record legend. You know, right? You know, he's on the Shaft album. He's on like 28 movies soundtrack. About, give or take. And
yes, I know he was in Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton, yeah. And then the video game, what's it called? Grand Theft Auto. It's on there, the song. You know, how many kids play that every day? You know, so you know, it's everywhere.
Right.
It's all over.
Right.
West Coast Pop Lock, aka California Love, remixed it with Tupac. Yeah, he's done a few things. Cats have been.
I love the record. It's beautiful music.
Right.
I'm so glad that he was awarded with the Grammy because not only he's an outstanding musician, but he's also an outstanding human being, and we need more leaders like that in the community.
Yeah, he really helped. He really helps out, you know, and he also won not only a Grammy, he got a Tammy Award from the Tyler. No, I'm just kidding. Well, he came up to my house, hung out about 3 times. He was coming up for the 4th time to stay with me, but then that virus hit, so he's staying down south for right now, you know, in L.A. Yeah, L.A. area there. You know,
I hope it'll go away soon.
Yeah, you know, they're easing up, so, you know, the restraints and all that, you know, so, you know, see what happens. Everybody's been real positive.
You want to hear a good joke?
Yeah.
You want Oak?
Yeah.
They're saying that Donald Trump is going to open all of his hotels to help people that have coronavirus. They can stay there for free.
Nice.
Of course, I'm joking.
Right? Yeah. Because he don't wear the mask, so, you know, he says if you're not infected,
Right.
you don't need to wear the mask. And they have a test over here on Wednesday in Napa. It's free, so I might go check it out, you know. And but to go shopping or whatever, they want you to wear a mask. Just
Yeah, they started free tests. They started free tests right here in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good because it was like $100 and something, you know.
Yeah.
A week ago, right? You know.
Yes. I'm feeling better than ever, brother.
Oh, me too.
It's been a wonderful vacation, and I have been able to practice my saxophone.
Right.
And also do a lot of business on the phone since film finance is all over the world on the phone all day long.
I'm strong and healthy right now, you know, and lean because of haven't been able to get a lot of food in the house, right? And I might cough once in a while, but that's because of the cigars, right? You might hear me cough. It's not the it's everybody's like no, but no, it's have a cigar once in a while, yeah. So, basically,
it's healthy.
That's my only My
uncle used to smoke cigars, and he lived a long time.
Yeah. What was that one comedian? He was like 102, smoked cigars every day, you know, and stuff like that, you know.
Yes, yes, I remember him.
Yeah. And he played in that movie. He played the part of God in some movie with John Denver, you know, and stuff like that.
Yes.
But you know,
was it Bob something?
I'll forget what his, you know. George and Burns. What was it? George Burns.
George Burns.
I was gonna say George and Burns. I was gonna say George and Gracie, but no, it's after that. George Burns. Yeah, and I'll go like.
He was very funny. Quite a devil.
Yeah, he did a lot of
he was
movies.
Quite a devil, the little guy.
He'd get up, drink a martini in the morning, and then have a cigar. and he's like 102. He's still booked for shows in Las Vegas, and I'll smoke cigars like off and on. 6 months off, 6 months, month on, month off, back and forth. But I really have no vices other than coffee. Gotta have coffee in the morning, like at least 1 cup, right?
That's great.
Might be instant, but hey. So you have any other any other creative hobbies, artistic wise, creatively?
I'm into formal and informal composition. I'm a fan of people like Coltrane, Chick Corea. John was another hero of mine. And I play with a guy named Mike Albert, who was guitarist for Frank Zappa, Clapton, Santana. And we got a gig going on with a lot of the personnel from Carlos Santana that we hope to produce and finance. I'm always writing music, buddy. And since I'm in film already, I hope to have my chance to direct a few pictures too.
Right, and get on that soundtrack. Yeah, Chick Corea, he's thebomb.com, and then Santana, he's got a winery up here in Napa. There's like 600 wineries here in Napa. Santana's got one of them, yeah.
Wow.
He has his own winery, his own wine, all that. Yeah. Everybody does nowadays, though.
I'm sure they'll keep him healthy.
Yeah, he's
they'll keep him healthy, living longer.
He's got that. Francis Ford Coppola's got a winery up here. Whole slew of athletes and musicians and movie stars, have wineries up here and stuff. The musicians that lived up here was Ray Manzarek, and I was going to interview him. He passed away, and then from the Doors, the keyboard player. Awesome keyboard. Keyboard's my favorite, to play. And then Boz Scaggs lives up here in Napa.
Wow.
Yeah.
My friend Mike was playing with Robbie Krieger.
Oh, nice.
Doing some sessions for him. It's nice to be around the Doors. They really had a lot of creative juice.
Yeah, I like that. I like that sound. He sounded like a radio announcer or something. You know what I mean? He had that deep voice, right? So, real projected. His voice really carried. So,
Yes.
Even though he was a shy kid, but yeah. What kind of food or restaurants you like when you're down there in the Southern Cali?
You know what? I'm on a diet right now.
Yeah.
And thank God my Swedish girlfriend is quite a nutritionist. So I don't take seconds. And minimum or no carbohydrates on a weekly basis. Little meat, tons of salmon, but I try not to eat out because I'm trying to lose weight, buddy.
I try not to eat out because I don't have any money. But no, I'm on a diet.
Okay.
I'm on a diet too. I'm on a seafood diet. If I see food, that's my diet. I'll eat it because I haven't had red meat for 2 months. Not because I don't want to. It's because I can't get it. So today I got that stimulus package. I went and bought a little pound of ground beef, real lean. And I cooked that. I had a hamburger this morning. I was like, oh, finally got some red meat. Yeah, put some mozzarella on it and make it a cheeseburger. No bread, no carbs.
My own, but I failed.
Well,
thank God I got my girlfriend, and she's in excellent shape.
She's right.
She's not like 1 pound overweight, and she is like my real drill sergeant. Because I'm not allowed to eat any more than what I'm supposed to.
She's right, man. I don't do carbs, starch, bread, nothing like that. I try to get protein, But lately, it's like peanut butter and this and that. And mostly I try to get protein because I like to go out. We can't been to the gym for 2 months, so you got to go out and lift logs out in the back forest here, with the deer. And then run, So I'm running. I pull a calf muscle Wednesday, just almost, not quite. So I'm babying it today, So yeah. But diet.
I want to try to start running.
Well, you got to.
And swimming, so I'm getting ready for the summer, buddy.
You got to break into it slowly, because, I thought, well, I'll go out, jam, and then after about 1.5 miles, my left calf started. I think Yeah, every once in a while it'll start to tear, so I slowed it back. I slowed it back down. Take it. I'll be 63 in September, so I'm like, at the end of the summer, so I'm gonna take it a little easy.
Hey, in my eyes, you're still spring chicken.
Thank you, sir. You are appreciated. I feel like a rooster, but yeah. Since I was born in the year of the rooster, I guess that's what they tell me. They go, man, that guy, he struts around. When was he born? Year of the rooster. That's why I'm like, maybe, I don't know. They say.
You know, but now things are different. You know, people are living to be like 90, 100, and they're still driving
Oh yeah.
dancing and stuff. So, you know, hopefully we all live a long life.
Yeah, I can tell you, my mom, she was almost 97 a couple years ago. She was still driving a big beast van and unloading and loading heavy equipment, doing oil paintings, you know, touring. Not touring, but
wow.
in the area, in the general area, not far, you know. She's still flying and all that, you know, and everything. Like, right up until about a week before she died, she went in the hospital they pumped her full of IV, too much water. They put like 20 pounds on in 1 week, which is like about 8 gallons or something. I don't know how much water they pumped in.
My God.
You know, can't put that much water in a person with those IVs. You know, they can't hold it. Swell up and bruise, you know. Hey, when you go on like vacations where you or you're out doing music, where you like the tropics, the desert. I know you're about an hour from the snow mountains, the beach, the forest, the desert. You're like an hour from everything down there. But which vacation you like the best site worldwide? What is your favorite place to be or go to?
You know what? I'm intrigued by China and the Asian countries. So you know, I like to go to places like Hawaii. You know, stop by Japan, China. I'm interested in all that world since it's becoming so important to us to have good relationships as far as the United States and China. I'd like to find out more about it. And my best friend from college, he lived in China for many years, and I hear people talk about it to the point that I even want to take a Chinese class.
Right.
Learn the language.
Yeah, this is the time to do it right now. You get a YouTube tutorial online, you know, for free. I went over to Vietnam 3 times, and I learned a very tiny bit of the language.
Wow.
Little bit of it's a very difficult language. I learned about this much language, you know, and but I was born in Hawaii, but it wasn't even a state, so I don't even remember what it looked like.
Wow, how cool.
But yeah.
Are you into surfing?
No, my dad would take me surfing when I was a baby, you know, on his shoulders in Hawaii in Southern California, but I don't remember it, you know. I mean, and we're like too far from the beach here. We're like a couple hours in the cold, rocky, murky water, rocks. It's not like the Southern California with sandy beaches and sunshine and warm water. It's not like that up here. It's like mossy and grody, you know. It's like murky, cold.
I see your point.
Yeah, up here it's rough, you know. I mean, and it takes you a couple hours to get there, you know, right? So, you know, the mountains you got to cut west. Head west, young man. So, you know, but
I love surf. I love that type of sport.
Yeah, is it difficult? Or you just pop right up?
Well, no, it's kind of like.
I mean, to learn.
You progress at your own pace, and then it really becomes second nature. You know, I'm gonna try to go back into it. I surfed from age 14 for like 30 years, right? And I have not done it in a while, but hopefully this summer I'll start again.
Right.
It's just one good way to stay healthy, buddy. It'll keep you healthy and away from bad stuff.
Right. So you just kind of, yeah, of course. And they just kind of start out paddling, kneeboard, and then pop up, and then go from there, right? All the way up.
You know what? It really becomes second nature.
Yeah.
You know,
like riding a bike.
And when I was younger, I used to surf every day. So I was like leaving work and going to the beach. I couldn't. As a matter of fact, I'm from some sort of post-traumatic stress disorder from not surfing
Right?
anymore.
I know.
So I had to go back.
Right? I was at the
Yes.
gym like 4 times a week, and now the gym's been closed for a couple months, right? And I'm like, man, you know, and you know, you know what I'm saying? I've been hooked on that for like 40 years. You know, I gotta go. You know, pump iron. You know, something.
You should move down south, brother.
Oh yeah.
You should move down to Orange County or Santa Barbara.
I should, man. I want to. You know, I mean, Napa Valley's nice, and you meet a lot of cool people up here. You know, in the Napa Valley. You know, that are about something, and I always like to surround myself with positive people. You know, that are about something.
Me too.
Yeah, not somebody that's just like.
It makes a huge difference in your life.
You know, you see somebody just laying back and they're drinking and they're in the gutter. I want to go be his friend. No, I want to find somebody that's better than me so I can put myself up a notch. You know what I mean? And I don't want to lower you know, I don't want friends that are depressed or laying around and drinking heavily, because then you become whatever you hang out with. Yeah, you become whatever you hang out with. You know, you want to better yourself. So find someone better than you.
You're a product of your environment.
Right.
You become a product of your own environment.
So you want to surround yourself. You want to find somebody that you can come up to that level. You know.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Thank God I have the Swedish girl that I do, because I'm losing weight and relaxing, and you know there's no fighting, and you know we wake up and we hang out and just look at the world, and you know.
Nice.
It's nice to be happy, brother. It's
right.
Nice to be happy.
Boy, howdy. And you know, same thing at the gym. You go to the gym. You want a gym partner that's bigger and stronger than you, so you can become that that image. You know. Plus, they can spot you.
Exactly.
They won't drop the bar on your neck.
Yes.
So, something like that. Well,
that makes sense.
Right? So, you got any shout outs you want to do? Like friends, family, foes, enemy? No, anybody you want to.
I don't have any enemies. I believe in just, without being, you know, like crazy or phony, I just try to love my brothers as much as possible, man. It's a very simple life, just love.
That's the ticket. You want to shout out to your girlfriend before we go?
I'm sorry?
You want to do any shout outs to your girlfriend?
Say that again?
You want to do any shout outs to your girlfriend before we go? You want to do any shout outs? Say hi to anybody out there in TV land?
I'm just saying hi to all the people in the world, and sharing that we will overcome this virus, and we're going to have a good time soon.
That's right. Yeah. So stay.
Music, love, and peace.
Yeah, exactly. And love and peace, and you know.
Love to all.
Yeah,
love to all.
Take all the.
We're all brothers in this world.
Take all the hatred and racism and jealousy.
Exactly.
And out of your heart, put the love and kindness and forgiveness and understanding back into your heart, and stay safe. Stay indoors. No couch surfing. Yeah. So, and I'll play some music, and I'll let you go. Thanks for being a guest on the show. And I'm gonna read some credits. I
appreciate the brother, and I love you, man.
Oh, I love you more. You are appreciated even more. I got like this long list of sponsors I gotta read out here, because they still some of them are still doing something, I think, out there. I don't know. And I'm gonna play some music, and I'm gonna let you go. Thank you, sir. Peter Falcon Assing on the show. God bless you, man, and yours. And good night. And right about now, Funk Soul Brothers, check it out now. I've got a little bit of here's a little ditty I wrote, right? It goes a little something like this. My mic was turned up too high. Test.
know the mean? God is like the sun. Turn your back, shadows of poverty, sickness and guns, but turn around.
So, first of all, I want to tell you,
abundance.
check it out.
About the place. He said, even greater
Boy howdy,
will you
just to the television show, stay in the industry.
Shine the light, come on, for all the world to see.
Transportation provided by Zoom. We'd like to thank our guest, Peter Falcon Assing. Yeah, thank you, man. Our audience, Napa Valley audience, is the best in the world, and the world's the best in the Napa Valley. Our worldwide audience. I want to say my sponsors, thank you to Napa's Finest Hair Salon, Auto City, Audio House, Napa Gold and Silver, Emmy Lou's Diner, Polish Nails and Spa, Dr. Trophy Shop, Hair and Lotion, Sal the Flower Guy, Dr. Fraser, AV, Audio Visual. So God bless you and yours. Till next time, America. Pretty much, we're out of here. Space Ghost from the West Coast. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Shine it bright. The sun provides the key. No matter what crime, you can be forgiven in this temporary